Hello friends, welcome to the second part of the presentation on data journalism. So in the first part of the presentation, we discussed about the basics of data journalism, some theoretical aspects of it, and in the latest slide where we ended, we talked about the data sources and the scraping methods. So as it is visible on the slide that we discussed about the Google Power Searching commands and two browser extensions. So we will discuss further how we can use the scraping methods to scrape the data. So as it is visible on the screen that I have applied power searching commands Google, and we have typed like all in URL colon AI or artificial intelligence, battle or war or conflict. So this is one way of entering the information in the Google so that it can give us the required information and we can scrape that information. So once you enter this information, just press enter, you will get a few results. Click on the news category. So it will have the Google News from different media organizations around the world, which will have the news items related to artificial intelligence and conflict and war and battle, right? So these are all synonyms, and you can specify the time period while clicking this tool. Once you click it, then it will ask for the time period, and you can select for the last 1 year, past week, 24 hours, past month, and you can specify a particular date range also, right? So this data is now available, right? So this is the first part, that is defining and having access to the data. Now we have the access to the data, right? And by applying the link clump, I just discussed that we have a browser extension that is link clump, right? And once you use that, you can download all the hyperlinks, that is URL of the news items, and on the right side of it in the second column there is a snippet means the small, very few words of information relating to that news, right? Okay, so these kind of URLs can be downloaded, and if you know the advanced techniques, then you can extract the news, detailed news from each URL, and that will be a good collection of the news items on artificial intelligence and conflict or war, right? So now we have the data, and that's a huge data, right? So the data is available to us, but the point is, how will we draw insight from this data, right? Because the number of words collected, they can run into 14 lakhs, 20 lakhs, or more than 30 lakhs. So it's beyond the human power to analyze these words and make some draw some insights out of it, right? You have lot many PDF files available. There is a data inside this. For example, I just explain one scenario before you. All the newspapers, they have their electronic editions, which are known as e-newspapers, right? So people, those who are subscribe to that e-newspaper, they have the archive of the e-newspapers dating back to three years, 5 years, right? So they have thousands of electronic newspapers online, right? Now, if you want to conduct research, if you want to write some story about a particular topic out of all the news items in the last 5 years, right? So that's a mind-boggling amount of data. How would you analyze this, right? So for that, we apply a tool here. So there is a very good tool for the journalists, that is Google Pinpoint. So it's a multi-purpose tool, free of cost, very efficient. Normally it is for the journalists, but for the media students also it is available, right? And how does it operate? So once you open it, this web page will open, and this is a very recent tool. Actually, it was developed in 2020, but it became available in 2021 or so. Very, very important tool. So it can unlock the hidden stories for you. So just press the particular option, and you can upload your documents. Documents can be having these many formats. Any kind of document, PDF, Word document, slideshows, audio, plain text, images, emails, every kind of, every and any kind of document you can upload that, right? Even your handwritten notes, right? Take a note of from your class, then you can, just take a picture and upload in Pinpoint, right? So Pinpoint is basically a text analysis tool, right? It can fetch information from any format. You can go to this link and request the full access, which it will give you. What are the features of Pinpoint, right? You can upload or analyze 2 lakhs document per collection, right? So Pinpoint, it's a cloud application. It gives you online space to save your document, right? And the maximum space is 100 GB, right? 100 GB, which is very very high, right? And in that space you can create multiple folders, like in the hard disk, which we make our folders, right? And you can upload the documents in the different folders. One folder can have maximum 2 lakhs of the documents, which is very very high, right? So what you can do is that you create a particular folder for some related story and upload all the data related to that folder. For example, for corruption stories, you have the data is in the various formats. So you have some secret notes, you pick and just upload in that, right? You have some soft files, irrespective of the format, you just upload in that. So much so that if you have some English conversation, English recording in the English language, so you can upload in the Pinpoint. It will transcribe that, right? It will, create a text out of, your MP3, and it will be available as a text document, so you can search through. So just don't worry about the format. Just, get the data from anywhere and just upload. So for example, now if we want to, for example, create a simple search out of that, right? So I'm presenting some situation here. For example, we have all the speeches of our Prime Minister now, Narendra Modi's total speech from 2000 to 2021, if you are selecting a particular year. So all the speech, they are available in on the internet, and you can download those web pages, PDF files or text files, whatever you can upload in the Pinpoint, and then you can run through that. What does he mentions, right? From 2000 to 2021. It will show the terms, what they are mentioned inside, right? Pinpoint automatically searches through a folder of documents and highlights people, organization, and location, right? I have made a collection of the MA Psychology notes of IGNOU, right? In the soft copy. So I have around 55 documents. So as you can see that I have uploaded all the documents. They will be available here, and it will convert those documents in the PDF format automatically, right? You note that once you upload the document, it will auto analyze, right? And it will bring out the names of the people mentioned in these documents. Like we have Sigmund Freud and Susan, we have David, and many others. So Sigmund Freud has been mentioned 22 times as far as IGNOU notes are concerned, right? If I click Sigmund Freud, then it will, show me all the sentences in which Sigmund Freud name is included, and I can copy that sentence and paste it in the separate Word file, and so that I can keep on copying and pasting that sentence in which Sigmund Freud's name is mentioned, and this way I will have at least 22 statements. So in a nutshell, immediately I can know that, okay, in IGNOU notes, what is the contribution of Sigmund Freud, how he has been mentioned, right? See the screen, then it is visible that apart from the names, it is filtering the data by organization itself, right? So you haven't done anything now, just upload the document and wait. So it is mentioning the names of the organizations which are mentioned in the data, right? So they have American Psychiatric Association, Oxford University Press, Wiley, Prentice Hall. These are all organizations, right? So if you click them, then again the sentence will be visible where this organization is mentioned. You can analyze yourself, okay, what is the representation of that particular organizations in the data which we have uploaded, right? And there's a third level of analysis, that is by locations, meaning thereby you have the names of the city, right? You have all the names of the city worldwide which are mentioned, name of the cities, name of the countries, name of the towns, right? So that you can refer back to this name of the city, and if you click this, then the document opens where this name of the city is mentioned, right? And you copy that sentence and just paste it in the separate word file, so you can have better understanding about these this data, right? Okay, apart from this, you can search this data for your own personalized terms. Like if you search documents, and just like in normal search, you can enter your own query. For example, if I enter the word spiritual, right? So it will search for the word spiritual in all these 55 documents, and it will say, for example, spiritual word is used in 10 documents at least once, right? And then you can go to that particular word and see in which context it is being used, right? So that's a kind of, amazing control over the information. So journalists, they get plenty of the information from various sources, tons of the information. So it is not possible now, right, to read every single word, isn't it? So the advisable part is, in order to generate the data journalism story, just upload that data in Pinpoint and wait, and then see on the right side of it, there are number of there are names of the people which are mentioned in the text, and just go to the name of the person whom you are interested in, and then you can create a story, right? Additionally, you can search this data for your own keyword, right? And it will tell you, okay, this keyword, for example, corruption, right? This word is mentioned at this place in the whole data, and just go to that particular sentence only, right? Because that's the only sentence which is relevant to you, and just copy that sentence and paste it in a different file, and this way you can make collection of 50 or 100 or whatever many sentences, and then you can make a good story out of it. Isn't it really nice? Because it lets you filter the data from 2 lakhs files to just 10 to 15 or 16, 60, 100 relevant files in which your keyword is mentioned. So this is an example which I just mentioned. So if I enter the word spiritual here, then it will tell you that there are 10 documents out of 55 in which spiritual word has been used at least once. एक बार तो use किया है उसको, right? So what's the meaning of learning Pinpoint and using Pinpoint? So there are many good reporting, there are many good news items which have been produced using Pinpoint. Okay, so if you go to Google and search for how technology powered a Pulitzer Prize winning investigation, right? So you'll come across a news item from the Boston Globe which tells you that how technology advanced his Pulitzer Prize winning story, that is Blind Spot, right? At Boston Globe, the team searched through the tens and thousands of the documents and came out with a very good investigating story, wherein they found that people who used to commit traffic crimes, traffic violation in a particular US states, they shifted to another state, and then their license was not affected, right? And this way the few motorists, they used to violate the traffic laws, and they used to make so many accidents in different states, right? So this story exposed the flaw that all these data sets, all these systems of the different states, they were not interacting with each other properly. So you can get away with the law by changing the states, right? So this is the Pulitzer prize winning investigation, and it was done solely using the Pinpoint which we just discussed, right? You can go to the Pinpoint website and you will get so many other stories also. This was the most important, right? So it's a very good exercise for you. You can go to the Pinpoint and you can download the ruling party's election manifesto for the last years for the different political parties, and you can search through that manifesto that okay, how many times defense, how many times population control, farmer space, these words are used, right? I'm talking about 2019 election manifestos for the different political parties, and you can analyze that. Okay, what are the important words in different manifestos? Additionally, what you can do is that you can have a transcript of our finance minister's 2022 budget, right? And you can download that PDF or the web page, upload on the pinpoint, right, for the 2022 budget, and you can see that farmers, food security, women rights, housing, etc., climate change, right? These words are used, right? What is the frequency of uses? What is the government's policy on that, right? If you want to compare budgets with the earlier budgets, for example, because budget is produced every year, so you can take last 2-3 years budgets also, and you can search through those budgets for food insecurity, women's right, housing, climate exchange, etc., right? And you can come out with very good story. You will see that in the last few years what are the government policies changed in a particular, as far as this particular keyword is concerned, right? So that's the most basic exercise you must do using pinpoint. Now we are talking about visualization, right? So as far as writing some story in the form of text is concerned, we have already done that using pinpoint, but visualization is more important because it just explains the complex things, just a single chart or the graph, right? So there's one very particular the quote about visualization, that is the purpose of visualization is insight, it is not pictures. So sometimes you see the flashy visuals, right, which are so good looking, but they are not that much impressive as far as information conveyance is concerned, right? So they are not simple, they are too complex. So though they are very good looking, but they are not simple and easy to understand. So visualization tells you that the information should be very, very good and it should be very, very clear. Let's see. What is data visualization, right? So it is simply the use of visual elements to portray the importance of data, that is charts, graph, infographics, and video infographics, right? As you can see, the arrow is moving like this. So just by looking at it, you get an idea. Okay, something is on the upper side of it. Okay. So if the data is available for Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections 2012, right? So it's a party-wise summary. Okay, then if you look at the table, so it is very difficult to read this table, and this table does not have any image. You must be knowing that if you want to register some information in the mind, then it should form some image in the mind, right? So this text is not making some kind of image in the people's mind, right? It is a simple text. It's very boring actually. So same text you can plot on this visualization, and now it is very clear that okay, the biggest party is Samajwadi Party, for example, with 24 seats, and rest of the parties, they are in different colors, right? So since this is not interactive chart in the PPT table, but once you watch this on the internet, then if you put your cursor on the particular part of the visualization, it will tell you the what is the figure associated here, that is 2 to 4. So that's very interesting kind of thing. No, it is more interesting to watch this visualization than this table, isn't it? So now let us see what shape should we give to our visualization, right? So your data will tell you, right, what is the data like, and what do we want to convey with the help of this data, right? So as you can see on the screen, that if it is a simple distribution, right, then this visualization is very, very good, right? It tells you the frequency, right, and you can easily make out the things from this visualization as far as distribution is concerned. As far as part to whole is concerned, right, if you want to focus on this part as compared to the whole, the complete circle, this is the best one. Correlation if you want to show, then this is the visualization. These are all the ready-made templates. Don't worry. You don't have to make it yourself. These are ready-made templates available in the softwares. As far as time series is concerned, for example, you want to plot something for the last 20, 30 years, this is the best. And for comparison, these bars in the different colors, that's very good. As far as rankings are concerned, as you can see that it is in the descending order and the color is changing. So it immediately conveys the things, right? Okay, then we are coming to the end of it now. Data visualization tools are there. You have the data, right? We have just scraped it, and where should we put this data on? So we have Flourish, we have Data Wrapper and Infogram. So Flourish is these are all free softwares actually. Data Wrapper may be paid, but a good part of Flourish is free, and it's very exhaustive. So once you open this, it will open like this. Get started, and then choose a template. These are different templates, right? And I just mentioned that, okay, you just have an idea, okay, my information would look like better in this particular visualization. Just select that, and there are many templates. As far as geography is concerned, if you want to show something across India in different states, so we have Indian map also. You just open that, and once you open that, so the data is available. You just delete the data and copy and paste your data, and the visualization will change for your data. These are various visualization techniques, right? And all kind of types of graphs, all kind of bars, charts, everything is available here, right? And if you think that it's slightly difficult to learn this, I tell you it's very easy. Just go to YouTube and just type how to use Flourish, right? It will tell you in detail how to use this, right? The data set is already there, right? You have to just copy and paste your data set to the particular visualization, and it will change accordingly, right? As we just saw that data journalism is a very interesting piece of activity, and in the last 2-3 years this field has really gained traction, right? And newspaper organizations, they are looking for the data journalist, and right now the field is quite open. And I'm sure that if we learn this technique, then these techniques are good enough to ensure a particular job and the career.